welcome to KMVC News. I'm Scott Beasley. Dressing well is a good form of manners, but what is a well-dressed person who have no knowledge of etiquette and manners? KMVC's Ryu Sakamoto reports on Missouri Valley College held the Senior Employment Symposium when students learn appropriate etiquette and to think about their future before they graduate.
Hello, what's your name?
Shane Clare.
While in college, it is good to know about business etiquette and learn how to build relationships within an environment where the others feel comfortable. Missouri Valley College students had a chance to hear career presentation and participate at dinner to learn proper Southern etiquette.
We have different speakers every year. It's just one of those that we try to sort of give a fine touch to the seniors that are about to leave us to go get jobs. But the ones that we offer, we try to make sure that, they always have a great message, such as Mr. Shabanda. He's an incredibly intelligent man. He understands the working world. I mean, he has his own business. It's very, very successful. Professor Maddie does a great job on your electronic footprint. The value of that is, for somebody coming out of college today, I mean, that's how you're going to be hired, your electronic footprint. So, we just hope that, somebody sort of takes that message and it helps them further in their career.
Morgan says it could be hard to maintain this event for years without feedback from the students. He wishes for them to remember something through this event.
For the most part, I think all the students generally like the event. That's why we continue to have it year after year, almost for 2 decades. I mean, what I wish for our senior students is, number one, that they graduate and they go and are successful. Success meaning that they find a career that they're passionate about and that they remember their time at Missouri Valley. I hope that the college was a positive influence in their lives and into what they produce in the future as an employee of some company.
Even a good business person can lose etiquette and manners and receive unwilling evaluation. And what is scary is being ignorant. Professional behavior helps being successful in business. Ryu Sakamoto, KMVC News.
At a formal dinner, the host manages the tables. Morgan says having professors at the dinner table was to create conversation and present them as hosts. Missouri Valley had a big share of named individuals pass through and give students little words of wisdom and career advice. KMVC's Chardonnay Parker reports on how the former state representative and newly elected mayor of Lexington, Joe All, came to campus to talk and help students.
And I thought, this is a profession for me.
Alpha Lambda Delta hosted an open forum with Joe All to discuss the importance of educators in their roles.
We talked about trends in school. We talked about the qualities of a good teacher. We talked about why you would want to be a teacher, some of the social and political issues that you deal with in education today. And
the event was open to but not limited to students who are pursuing a teaching degree and also the members of Alpha Lambda Delta. During the forum, all gave tips, told stories, and open the floor for questions and statements concerning the students' futures.
It's good to have events like this to bring awareness to certain topics that you won't really get anywhere else, or to bring in guest speakers from different areas of Missouri to talk about their experiences and how we can relate to those type of experiences.
the class, I thought, did a very good job. Had a lot of questions, had a lot of interaction back and forth. Everybody spoke up, had some very good questions, and it looked to me like this group was a very serious, dedicated group, and I could see where a lot of these young people are going to be outstanding teachers.
All was enthusiastic and passionate about the topic of education. Alpha Lambda Delta president described all as passionate, uplifting, and inspiring. Chardonnay Parker, KMVC News.
I was going to be a...
All says Missouri Valley College students, faculty, and staff always have a spot in his heart and looks to make time for it and its students. All provides color commentary on Missouri Valley College football, broadcasts, and shares play-by-play duties on Viking basketball broadcasts. Missouri Valley College Students Research Symposium continues and grows and have more of a presence on campus and in the community. More than 90 students submitted projects in May, and the fall symposium may surpass that number. Valley's last Monday of the semester is dedicated solely to getting students to present research or to view it. The Students' Research Symposium is a little less than a month away. On December 9th, and KMVC's Erica Moreno reports on Valley students, those whose research is a product of her passion.
Missouri Valley College's criminal justice major, Militia Bertner, is working on a presentation for the Student Research Symposium based on domestic violence. Bertner says that there are different types of domestic violence other than just those that are physical. She became interested in doing a project on domestic violence after this summer.
I had been watching TV over the summer, and as well as my internship that I had this summer, I seen a lot of cases of domestic violence, and I knew they could get bad, but I didn't realize to the extent that they could get and the fear that the women had.
She has a total of 14 sources in her presentation. She is also talking about same-sex relationships and the effects that those individuals have on each other.
When it comes to same-sex victims, looking at the females and males, it's hard to understand or even see who's the batterer and who's the victim, because it tends to be both ways.
Bertner feels as though there isn't enough education on domestic violence. She says that this can cause PTSD, cervical cancer, heart problems, and many other things, but most of all, it can lead to death. Erica Moreno, KMVC News.
Part of Bertner's research details of why someone might become abusive. With the number of honor societies at this school, a few science majors with excellent grade point averages were inducted into the Pi Gamma Mu. Pi Gamma Mu is an honor society at Missouri Valley College that honors students who are pursuing degrees in social sciences and the honor societies. Inducted 5 new members by the Phi Gamma Mu head, president, and vice president. The students met requirements of completing 20 more credits within the social science department with at least a 3.5 GPA and a ranking in the top 35% in their current classes. The Missouri team heads into the postseason as the 24th ranked team in the nation in the November 6th NAIA pool. And the Vikings are trying to qualify for the national tournament for the 9th time in the last 10 years. The path to the national tournament begins as a 5-speed on the Round in the Heart of America Athletic Conference, quarterfinals against Baker. The game went into a late second half scoreless before Baker's Jordan Alonge headed the ball past the Valley goalie, Andre Valdi, to give the Wildcats a 1-0 lead in the 83rd minute. The Vikings made several pushes, but could not score. Valley falls to Baker 1-0 and now hope for the at-large bid in the NAIA tournament. Field is announced on November 18th. The Missouri Valley women's soccer team also dropped its Hart quarterfinal match on the road, falling to Evangel 2-1. Valley got a goal to tie the game at the half, but the Crusaders scored in the 60th to retake the lead. Rubio almost tied the game and scored a second time, but her spot went off the post, and the Vikings wait to see if they receive an at-large bid, and the NAIA announces the national tournament field on the women's side November 19th. The Missouri Valley College men and women's cross-country teams spent the season preparing to race in the Heart of America Conference Championship race and place in place of first or second to earn a guaranteed spot in the national championship race. Missouri Valley College cross-country teams ran the Heart of America Conference Championship race at Central Methodist University.
Last year they finished, way back in the pack, and we're third now. We got a lot of work to do, and we got a lot of talent with this team, and it's awesome to get that third place, and then hopefully, we want to progress and get that championship.
Coach Dale Boring said that the men should have gotten at least second place to move on to the national championship race, and the women had no chance because of their numbers.
We ran strong. We didn't have a complete girls team, but all in all, I think they ran very well. They almost all hit their goals as far as times were concerned for today. Guys, I thought we ran a little bit stressed out, to be totally honest. A couple guys ran a little tense. Maybe they put a little bit too much pressure on themselves, and that cost us.
Overall, I got 8th overall today. Not okay, but yeah, you only have one shot at it, but I know nationals is a bigger picture. Just to do the small things right, just keep stretching, foam rolling, icing, drinking water, sleeping, and just try to keep my stress to a minimum.
The Missouri Valley men's team placed 3rd overall, and the women placed 13th in the Heart of America Conference Championship, and won't be moving on to the national championship race in Vancouver, Washington, November 22nd. All of the teams didn't earn an automatic entry into the national tournament. Missouri Valley's DeMarcus Nunley placed top 10 in the Heart of America Conference race and will represent Missouri Valley College as an individual runner. Missouri Valley College Community Field, Redford Gymnasium, to witness the men's basketball team's 81-57 win against Hannibal LaGrange in the Holmes opener November 5th. KMVC's Anna Babiak on the success of a standout player.
Ahead to Cody Jackson, through the double team, off the glass, no good, but following the play and jamming it down with the left hand is Darrell Watson.
The men's basketball team defeated Hannibal LaGrange University for their opening game. Darrell Watson was the leading scorer with 6 and 6 in free throws and scored 14 points. As the season begins, Watson has his eyes set on the bigger picture.
At least to make it to the national tournament so we can play in March. That's always a big goal.
Men's basketball head coach Chad Lance admires Watson's efforts on and off the court.
Well, I thought he did a great job. I thought that his floor game was really good. I thought that he was able to get his teammates involved. I thought defensively he's as good as that I've seen.
Lance says that the energy this team brings to the game gives them potential to make it to the national playoffs. Anna Babiak, KMVC News.
For 8th and 9th. Dropping both of these contestants. The Vikings are back home to host Columbia College on November 12th. It's November 12th, and we have already measurable snowfall in Marshall twice. As the seasons quickly change, cold and flu season is approaching. On KMVC's Adam reports, it's important for Missouri Valley College students to take precautions and avoid feeling ill.
The leaves are falling and the temperatures are dropping, which means cold and flu season is approaching. Missouri Valley College students share common amenities year-round like the cafeteria and the library, which are easy places for germs to breed.
We wipe off the keyboards a number of times a week, and then we have some wipes that say they kill, it says right on there, they kill the flu germs, and we wipe off the tables with those too.
Students should keep their hands washed to prevent spreading germs and getting themselves sick.
But we don't want to pass around germs, and it's flu season, and we certainly don't want to have people getting the flu. We also have hand sanitizers in a number of places so that they can just hit this hand sanitizer and put it on their hands and get rid of it.
The cafeteria also provides hand sanitizer for students to kill germs on their hands before going to touch the self-serve stations. As temperatures are due to fall again this week, students should bundle up and stay warm to prevent catching a cold. If any Missouri Valley College students do fall sick, the campus Student Health Center is located in the Malcolm Center on the 1st floor. Crystal Adams, KMVC News.
Missouri Valley encourages students in need of care to head to the nurse. The nurse's office hours are Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4, and on Friday from 7:30 to 12. For Veterans Day, the Missouri Valley College campus is decorated with American flags, yellow ribbons to observe honor of all the men and women who served in the United States Armed Forces. KMVC's Nick Fields has a little details about how Missouri Valley College honored some of America's bravest.
Aim, fire! Ready? Aim, fire!
The Missouri Valley College Historical Society held the annual Veterans Day ceremony in the Charles L. Bacon Room. Co-president of the Historical Society, Manny Rodriguez, says why he was honored to be a part of the ceremony.
It means more than just being a descendant of a veteran and having somebody in my family serve. For me, it's reaching out and saying thank you more than the most possible way I can, which is holding a ceremony for them, prepping this for them, and honoring them in any kind of way possible.
Rodriguez also says how people can show respect to veterans and current service members throughout the entire year.
Doing whatever you can just to welcome them and make them feel appreciated, because that's what it takes, is just saying that thank you and extending it more and everything like that.
The ceremony concluded with individual thank yous for the veterans in attendance, a 21-gun salute, and a playing of taps. Nick Fields, KMVC News.
Veterans Day was originally named Armistice Day to commemorate the end of the fighting for World War I in 1918. November is here, which not only brings up traditions of celebrating Veterans Day and Thanksgiving, but a whole month is also a time to raise awareness by not shaving. KMVC's Alonzo Williams reports on No Shave November movement in Missouri Valley community.
No Shave November originated in 2009. The idea of it was to raise awareness for men's health issues, such as prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and men's suicide. The awareness campaign was created on Facebook by a Chicago-based Hill family after their father, Matthew Hill, died of colon cancer. This time is a great time to show off the facial hair. For some Missouri Valley students, they use this time to get ahead on their facial hair growth.
I'm excited and never really get to grow my beard out, so this kind of gives me an excuse to participate and compare from the beginning of November to the end. So
I just want to see how long I can grow out this beard. I wanted to start off and see how much I can grow in 1 month, you know. I'm almost getting there.
I want my beard to be full and glorious by the end of the month.
I feel like it's pretty normal. It's something I usually do. Like, I don't shave for like a month, but it's a competition, so I like it.
Something that was looked at as an activity to build awareness is now looked at as a creative, fun way to show off their beards and mustaches, while also staying warm as the weather changes. Alonzo Williams, KMVC News.
Of November, donations total more than $2 million heading into this year. That's KMVC's news for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Scott Beasley.